Hello, this is Business Connect, and today, as usual, I'm joined by my co-host, Charles Odi. Charles, how you doing?
I'm very well this morning.
Excellent. I want to welcome Kunle Soriyan to the show. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much.
We're talking about effectiveness for entrepreneurs. Let us begin with defining the term effective. What does it mean to be effective?
You know, first of all, when you are effective, you have clarity about a subject or an issue or an endeavor, and then you are able to use that clarity to find options that are available to you.
What makes some brands effective and others ineffective, right?
The greatest way you can brand your organization is to develop a reputation capital in the minds of your customers and those who experience your business. And that comes from the way you do it. Now, there are businesses who are doing multi-million, 500 million, 800 million, you know, but they are still businesses. The day they die, the business dies because there's no structure that allows that company to function in an automated format. The way it works is not just about building a brand and, you know, getting the colors right and, you know, getting big and getting popular. It's about systems. It's about structure. It's about culture, most importantly. See, the greatest effectiveness you can have is not just about making a lot of money, because people made money. People made money. Economies are strong because there are people with big dreams. And, you know, with somebody, I think you mentioned Dangote, you know, what we are discussing is not to discount the great efforts going there. The business will get to that level, the organization will get that, but it's not where we are. And Dangote is not the benchmark, you know, but it's a fantastic organization Nigerians should rally around, you know, and we should keep having the hope and the expectation that it will get there. But that is not the benchmark. You know, that's what I was trying to say.
There is a life full of unlimited possibilities. There is a solution to every situation you may be going through. Yes, your life can be beautiful. You can experience complete transformation in every area of your life. Love World Plus Response Center is here to show you how. Contact us through our various platforms for prayers, counseling, inquiry, and contributions. Call the numbers now showing on your screen. Send an email to info@loveworldplus.org or chat live with us at real time. Log on to www.loveworldplus.org. God bless you.
Let's look at it. You said economies are built when the people have big dreams. Now, we then take it to the personal level. A lot of people have big dreams. They can dream. They got amazing dreams. But then it doesn't, they were dreaming big at 30, at 60. Some are still dreaming, some have stopped dreaming. It didn't happen. How do I implement my big dream? What do I do? Okay, and I want to create something that the society will be happy about. What do I do?
First of all, you need to know that optimism is free. Enthusiasm costs nothing. So a dream can have its nuisance value as well. So a dream is not an end, it's a means to an end. So don't overrate your ability to dream. So if you dream a lot, you don't really have a fantastic thing yet. You are not different from somebody who wants to be a great carpenter and has bought a hammer. The hammer is not a testimony. It is when the hammer is knocking nails on walls for people that is a testimony. So if you open a shop, it's not a testimony yet. Your goal is not to open the shop, your goal is to make money. The shop is not an end, it's a means to an end. So you can be excited at the idea that you have received a tool, but it will be a great tragedy to confuse a tool for the goal. The tool is not the goal. So people need to be clear that you have a dream is great, it's just a beginning. Okay, so what is next? What is next is to get trained. You know, we talked about the trained eyes of a pilot. It is that eyes that could spot the invisible route in the sky. You need to get trained. You need to receive knowledge about what you are trying to do. You need to go out of your comfort zone, you know, and receive knowledge beyond what is common, you know, and in the defense of your originality, your authenticity, You need to acquire knowledge. Then, like I said, get mentored. Have people around you who can spot the dark spots for you and reduce your error rate.
Yes.
Every human being is frail. There's a part of you that cannot see the full picture. It's natural. So since it is natural, it's not new. So block it. How do you do that? Get eyes that can see what you cannot see and lean on those. That will reduce your error rate. That will reduce your mistakes and get you more focused. All right? So you need a plan, you know. When do you want to do what you want to do? Okay, I want to do this. You need milestones. You know. So these are things that you need to bring into the picture. And you also need self-awareness. You need to know your limits as a person. You know what you can't do. Let me tell you about myself. I can't supervise.
You can't supervise?
I don't know how to supervise. So since I know that, I can't supervise. Once I begin to supervise you, it means I want to fire you.
But you can mentor people.
I can mentor people, but I can't supervise within my structure. I don't know how to supervise, and I'm not sorry. I don't want to be healed from it. So I'm able to focus my energy into something else. I'm a visionary. So since I know that I don't supervise, and if I hire you, I will not supervise you. So I made a rule: hire good people, because you know you will leave them alone. So I hire good people and leave them alone. So once the hiring is wrong, if you join my company, I will leave you alone to destroy me. So I invest, I make the hiring call myself. I do the hiring myself, and I've invested a lot of efforts in my ability to discern a good hand on the hiring table.
Wow.
So that when I bring you in, I won't have to supervise you. So that's self-awareness. It has taken me a level of understanding to know that I don't know how to supervise, and I don't want to know how to be supervised. That energy for supervision works for me in another level of concentration, of perception, of study, that give me more time there. So since I don't supervise, I get my hiring right. And when I get the hiring right, I won't need to supervise you, because you know what to do. So you need self-awareness. You need to know your limits, and you know the kind of structures you need to build to support those limits.
Some people think that the human being is limitless in capacity. They say you can do anything. In fact, I had a boss one time who would give you task after task after task, and I was supervising a team. And sometimes I told her, this guy's plate is full, this one's plate is full. I'm the one supervising them, so I can. She says, no, the human being is limitless. How true?
Sadly, is untrue, unfortunately. I would like to identify with that optimism. It's a great thing to hear, but it's not true. There's nothing in life without limited capacity. There's nothing.
Wow.
So whatever can exist has defined pathway, trajectory of growth, limitation in expression, whether you like it or not. With God, all things are possible.
With God.
But God won't do all things now. Do you understand? So God cannot love you so much, believe in you so much, and promote you from age 25 to 30. And say, I believe in this guy so much, I need him to finish this project, make him 30. You know, you have to wait 5 years, no matter who is supporting you. So it's called process. It's called due process, isn't it? So whether you like it or not, there is a limit to what you can do. You can't do everything, all right? So you can only do what you can do.
Yes.
What you do well is what you can do. What you don't do, you can't do it. You know, so it's very important. That's why there is division of labor. That's why there is the delegation. That's why there is all of those. So you really can't do everything, you know. So you have to find what you can do and to focus your, you know, energy has a lifespan.
True.
You know, time is infinite, but energy has a lifespan. So at a point in your life, when retirement will be sure, death will be guaranteed. Not because time has reduced. The same time you had when you were age 1 is the same time you will have when you are 100 years old.
Yes.
What you don't have again, that guaranteed retirement and ensure that you are going to die and you are at the departure land of life at 70 or 80, is that your energy has faded. So fading energy is key, and this is the thing. If fading energy is key, then you have a limited resource chasing unlimited things that you need to do. Yes. That is why simple economics must come in. There must be a scale of preference where you choose what is most important. And there must be opportunity cost for everything you do. So if I decided to do A, there must be an alternative for gone. There's something that is probably as important but not as meaningful, that I'm going to ignore to focus on what I have to do, because you have 24 hours for the fool and for the wise. So whether you like it or not, you really can't have time for everything. You have to be very selective in the use of your energy. You can't waste time, you can only waste your life. And your life is right there in your energy deployment. So I had always advise people, you want to be effective, pay attention to the investment of your energy. Who you give your energy to, the kind of people you share your energy with. You know, the kind of people, time is an instrument in energy deployment. It's not the other way. So you can't really try to keep to time. Time cannot increase nor decrease. Time is a constant. So technically you can't manage time. What you really manage is your energy. It is the factor that can reduce, it's the factor that you can save, you can conserve, you know. So you have to focus on your energy and how you use it. There are programs on TV you can't give your time to. There is a way you have to use your time every day. This is one advice I give to young people. You have to find time on Sunday. I don't care if Chelsea is playing or if Manchester United is playing. You have to find time on Sunday afternoon to sleep very well.
To sleep?
To sleep very well, because that is your opportunity to reboot, to restart for the week. You have to sleep very well on Sunday, and don't wake up till your body wakes up.
True.
If you can do that to yourself on Sunday, once you wake up in the evening, what you need to do is to pick a pen and a paper and decide what you want to achieve that week. And once you do that, commit to that week, you'll be very effective. The people who go into their week without that siesta, without that opportunity to restart, to reboot, your body is like a battery. You consume that battery. You need to recharge. And if you are not sleeping well, and I don't care how you slept all through the week, but Sunday afternoon,
make sure you
try and sleep very well.
What if my week doesn't start on Sunday? My week starts on Wednesday. So I just find some time in the week.
Find some time that works for you, you know, to sleep very well and refresh you
because
for the next 7 days.
All through the week, you're probably you're being woken up by your alarm clock, by the traffic noise, email sound, the horning of cars. You know, your body hardly ever wakes up itself.
And another thing that people need to pay attention to is their environment. You need to create an environment that energizes you to be effective, that just wants you to get things going. You know, for example, you have 24 hours in a day. Let's assume you sleep 7 hours a day. You start 7 hours out of the 24 hours on your bed. You wake up in the morning, you are going to probably pray, read something, prepare, shower, get dressed, iron, all of that. 2 hours. That's 9 hours gone already. Then you are going to go to work, let's say 1 hour, 10 hours gone already. You're going to get to the office and work for, say, 9 hours. 9 plus 10, that's 19 hours already. Then you are going to commute back home. For some people, 2 hours, let's say 1 hour. You've done how many hours? 20 hours. You have 4 hours left. You get back home, then your children, your friends, community, church, all of the things you have to do, you have 4 hours for all of that. And you still have to go to bed around 10 o'clock. You still want to do your 7 hours again, or you want to do your 8 hours again. How do you balance all of this? Your bedroom alone, you're going to come back to that place. Between your bedroom, your house, you are burning about 12 to 13 hours of your time every day. You better love that place. Otherwise, that place will be draining you without your permission. So you need to check that environment and make sure that it looks the way, you know, a color can reduce your morale. And you won't even know, you know. So I pay attention to my environment. I talk to professionals there are people who consult about presence. And there's the executive presence. So there's so much to think about. So you have to maximize all of these things and look at from the pen you use to the glass cup you use to have your drink. You can get inspiration from there. You can be energized. You walk into a room and you are demoralized and you don't know why.
So true.
The colors of the room, the way the place is set up can demoralize you. You know, the people in the room, thought has a presence. The people around you, they are
What they're
full of
thinking
bitterness,
about.
they are toxic in their thinking, they are worrying, they are negative in their approach. They can affect who you are. They can affect your composure per time. You know, you have to pay attention to all of this. That is why you have to be selective, you know, in the people you allow into your life. Who qualifies for the investment of your energy?
time.
You have to check that consistently and ensure that there are people that can unlock your energy, that can unlock your inspiration, and allow you to think and to solve problems.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, sir, most of the times when myself and Brian speak with small business owners, these young enterprising people, we find out that one of the limited resources, one of the setbacks is resources. So now I want us to address the non-financial resources. We know that financial resources is a huge one. The non-financial resources, you mentioned mentorship. You mentioned creating an effective environment. So what other things can these young people cultivate?
Well, when it comes to financial resources, I always tell people, God will not put your miracle beyond your reach. Neither will he put it in the hands of your adversaries. When the biggest thing that you need to move forward, to take your next step, is in the hand of a third party or a second party beyond you, and as far as your next level or your next step is concerned, there's nothing within your range that you can do to make that step, that problem is your invention. A lot of times, we depend on variables we cannot control to determine our next piece or our next level of relevance or the next action we need to take. It doesn't work that way. I always tell people, if you come into yourself and you listen to yourself, most of the time, you have lost the bearing to be able to have honest self-evaluation, particularly in a complex environment like ours, where time is compressed terribly. And where time is compressed like this and complexities intensify, there is a greater and greater demand on knowledge. That knowledge is not necessarily what you can supply by yourself, but essentially what is available around you. And that is why you need to tap into your greatest resource, which is people. You know, and that is where the mentorship that I mentioned comes in. But a lot of times there's too much distraction that hinders you from honest self-evaluation. So you are also able to be, you are supposed to be able to listen to yourself and find your necessary options to be able to know the ones to embrace. But there's so much around you. NEPA, traffic,
yes, exactly.
You know, beef,
You
bad
just
belly, envy.
Bad belly is not a major factor.
It's a major factor.
The distraction.
So there's so much distraction around you. The system is really not working. You know, the banks are not doing what they should do. It's not because they don't want to do it. They are also hindered by larger factors that does not allow them to do it. People are sincerely frustrated, sincerely confused. And so there is another way you have to define your meaning. And that is why you need to get out of yourself, you know, and go out of your way to develop a walking, talking relationships. I say to young people, buying somebody's book does not make him your mentor. Listening to somebody's CD means the person is a source of inspiration to you.
Yes.
It's a source of information to you. It's a source of knowledge to you. A mentor is somebody you are in a walking, talking relationship with. Access is the bar of that engagement. If you can't call the person, sit with the person, email the person and get a response, have a Skype chat or chat with the person on BlackBerry, if you can't do that, you don't have a mentor. You have somebody who passes information to you. Do you understand? A mentor must be, so you can't tell me you are in Nigeria, your mentor is an American celebrity or star or pastor or somebody you don't know, you can never talk to. It's not your mentor. It's a source of guidance, it's a source of direction, it's a source of inspiration, knowledge, information. It's not a mentor. Mentor-protege relationship is a walking, talking relationship. So step down from the pedestal of finding what is foreign and American. Look around you. Find people that are doing great stuff and find a way to reach them. Connect to them. Set up a meeting. Meet with them. Share your goals. Share your ideas. And insist that they give you direction. And you get it. I think there's so much attached to that kind of relationship in this environment than we have until now underscored.
Okay, can there be different levels of mentorship? Because I know that I have a mentor. and he has released a lot of great materials that affect my life. And then if I have a situation, I just have to look for the material that's speaking to my situation.
Okay, does that work?
But does that work?
That's not practical. If you want to make a choice between good and bad, you can do that.
Yes.
But you rarely make a choice between good and bad. Your most important choices are between good and better, or better and best. If you want to make a choice between picking up a job in Access Bank or picking up a job in Zenith Bank,
Right.
how do you read the book to know the difference?
Okay, but if this
You need somebody who is over you, understands the system, who can give you some kind of information that is not available. Principles are universal. Experiences are peculiar.
Yes.
Do you understand? And when you navigate through life, there's a limit to what principles can do. I can tell you work hard. But right now, you are not even lazy. What you are dealing with is not about laziness.
Exactly.
You want to make a decision between two great organizations,
Right.
Access Bank and GTB.
Right.
Two great organizations. None of them is evil. None of them is bad. But one may be more sensitive to your career than the other. How do you make that kind of a choice? You can read a book or listen to a CD to get that. And if you do, that is a stroke of luck. That is a stroke of grace. That is something amazingly Providence has provided for you. But in practical terms, methodical terms, you know, you need to call somebody at that time.
Yes.
And say, sir, what do you think? I have this offer before me. One is from GTB, one is from Access. I'm thinking I should do Access. I say, let's talk tomorrow. You know, I'm thinking you should do it for so reason. So don't get it wrong. Mentorship in its popular meaning covers what you are saying.
Yeah.
It is in my experience and my struggles with life that I found out that simply because I can read your book does not make you my mentor. Because I found out that as I journey on, there are so many things I'm not able to know and I'm not able to do simply by reading your book. You need to sit down. Just imagine if God was mentoring you that way.
I was going to come to that. So you are my mentor, Kunle Soriyan,
Yeah.
and you're the CEO. But you built other people, you built managers, and you built line of business supervisors.
Yes.
And I cannot access you. Now, can I go to one of those people to get advice from, but you're still my mentor? Does that work?
Depending on what you are trying to get. Because people work with me does not make them me.
Exactly.
But you built them.
I built them, but I didn't reproduce myself. There's this idea about reproducing yourself.
Yeah.
I really can't reproduce myself. I can only multiply you.
Wow.
You know, so that you can remain authentic. You know, I don't want it to be me.
Authenticity.
But I meet a lot of young people out there who say, I want to be like you. I said, that would be a disgrace. That would be an embarrassment. You really can't be me. The world has had enough of me. I'm here and I'm fulfilling my destiny. And nobody's looking for another Kunle Soriyan. You already have me. We are looking for you. So we need to find you. Do you understand? Now, if I have managers under me, they can give you some advice, but everybody has what I call helicopter view and is sensitive to your height in life. Do you understand? So if you advise me, you will only advise me from what you can see and what you understand.
Right. True.
Do you understand? Right. So as far as that information, even if you come to me one-on-one as your mentor, I could tell you, you know what?
Let me train
call my secretary, call my manager and say, talk to him, he can advise you on that issue. I'm still your mentor. Right. But you come to me, you have a relationship with me. Do you understand?
So the relationship
I can now,
is key.
It's
the
very
relationship
key.
Is very
it's
key.
a relationship. It's very key.
Okay, we've identified mentorship. Now, the other thing that I want to ask you, you said people are very...
training.
And
Self-improvement.
And you spoke about people. People are very important. Myself and Brian started a business, and it was God who brought us together. So now I have this fantastic dream. I want to be in Singapore, I want to be in Uruguay, but I need to identify a partner because right now I cannot hire. I'm not a big organization. So how can I get to identify someone like Brian who, because I know myself, but I know what I'm able to do and what I'm not able to do. How do I find my better half in business?
Prayer and fasting. that's
you know, I tell people this. The three most important things in your life outside your maker is people, places, and events. People, places, and events. You greet those three things with caution and understanding. People don't come into your life for appearance sake. Everybody comes into your life for a reason. Some come for a season, some come for a lifetime. You need the grace of God to know the difference. The difference in people is the difference in your life. You must never forget that. And then you have places. You don't just go. Everywhere you go is destiny sensitive. Destiny in itself is location sensitive.
Wow.
You need to be aware of where you are part-time. People don't just come, you don't just be in. There's a reason why you are in a particular place at a particular time. You need to be sensitive to the people around you. You need to be sensitive to the places you go and the events you honor. It's very, very important because it is within the mix of those three variables that destiny crosses your path. And so when you even pray and you are done praying and you get out there, you are looking for three things: people, places, events. Stay sensitive. Audit before you commit. Let people qualify for the investment of your energy, I said. Allow people to express themselves. Let them talk. And when they talk, no matter what they say, they should get 10% of your attention or 10% of your respect. Let them begin to act what they talk about before they can unlock your highest respect and your highest attention. It's so important. If you stay true to that, your partners of destiny will emerge. If you stay true to that, your partners of destiny will emerge. If you are unguarded with those three things, the frustrations of your destiny will also emerge.
Level Plus is now on your mobile format and connects you in real time. You can now watch your favorite programs, episodes, live shows, prayer shows, features, live TV, archived videos, and lots more. You can also participate with your comments and contributions from anywhere in the world. Download on any of your mobile device, whether it's Android or iOS or Windows, the Level Plus mobile app now and stay connected. Level Plus, totally you.
All right. Wow. On that note, we're going to round off.
It's been wow.
We're going to round off. I want to thank my special guest, Kunle Soriyan. Thank you so much. I wish we could go on and on and on and on. And I'm sure you watching, you're hoping he can be on again next week. Well, anyway, there are a lot of platforms you can find him. I think there's a website, olakunlesoriyan.com.
Yes.
You can get a lot of information, a lot of materials there. He's been teaching so many things about effectiveness, about life, about business, about building societies. So much to learn. All right, from Kunle Soriyan. And that has been our show for today. Remember, you can get this show we just finished now and other shows on www.lovewarplus.org. You can find it there, as well as on our dedicated website, www.businessconnectonline.com. We have a community on social media, and it's on UCOS, www.ucos.com, and the exact community address is www.ucos.com/groups/businessconnect. I'm sure all the addresses and the information you need are scrolling on the screen. Thank you so much for joining us today. We will see you again next week, and until then, keep winning.